Top 10 things that proves Japan is unique. The land of the rising sun never fails to make the world go speechless with their futuristic innovations, which are combined with 1,000-year-old traditions. Just what do these guys do to make their country always stay unique? Though there may be millions of things or practices that makes Japan special, we however have created a top 10 list of things that can be only seen in Japan and nowhere else. Number 1. Manners before grades. It comes with no surprise that Japanese children are constantly taught that respecting others before oneself matters a lot. In Japan, children are not required to write exams before they hit 10 because during the first few years of schooling, it is important to build the character and the mannerism in the child rather than training their brains. Did you know that most of the schools in Japan don't have janitors? And in those schools, the children must clean the school all by themselves? Number 2. Toilets that can actually sing. Yup, you heard me right. In Japan, one of the most comfortable places you can ever visit is a toilet. It may sound funny, but it's actually true. Japanese have a high-tech toilet system that can play songs of your choice as loud as you want to hide the flushing sound so that people may not feel embarrassed. And there are buttons which can actually check your insulin level. What more can you ask from a toilet? Did you know that most of the toilets in Japan have a baby holder fixed inside their door so that the mothers can use the toilets in peace without worrying about the baby? That's very thoughtful, Japan. Number 3. Vending machines. Although a lot of countries uses thousands of vending machines, the Japanese has around 5.6 million of them in the country. They can be found almost literally everywhere, and you can buy almost anything from a vending machine, right from a can of soda to a teddy bear to a shoe to CDs. Did you know that there are vending machines which can actually sell eggs, milk, and umbrellas? Number 4. Umbrella parking lot. Japan is a country which rains 24/7 every now and then, and it's not surprising to see people constantly carrying umbrella with them every day. Since umbrella has become a day-to-day life commodity for Japanese people, they have invented a parking lot for them. Wait, what? Yeah, I know. Their sole mission is to capture our heart with a brilliant thinking. So now when it's raining and you don't want to enter into a building with a wet umbrella, you can always park them outside. By the way, did you know that there is an umbrella which covers your entire body and not just your head? Pretty cool, huh? Number 5. Punctuality is everything. The Japanese are always known for the humility and punctuality, and even if they are late by few minutes, they take it very seriously. As such, they don't want to be late to anywhere, especially for their work. And how do they travel? They travel by bullet trains, of course. But what if the train arrives late to the station? Then the news make it to the headlines the next morning, and the train management will have to pay a public apology. Number 6. Slurping is a good thing. When you see a Japanese movie or a drama, have you ever wondered why do they slurp when they eat? The answer is pretty simple. Because they're showing appreciation for the chef. As I said, the Japanese are the kind of people who does everything with a hidden meaning. So if you slurp while you are eating in Japan, it means you love the dish and that you're appreciating the chef for making a wonderful dish. Number 7. Never tip. People of Japan are crazy when it comes to working hard, and they value their work ethics more than anything. One of their work ethics includes to never get tips from the customers. So while you're in Japan, never tip anyone at all. If you want to show appreciation for the person who's serving you, then tip them with honest words rather than with money. Number 8. Water-saving toilets. What is it with these Japanese people and toilets? I mean, first they come up with singing toilets, and now they come up with water saving toilets. And what's next? A toilet which can actually give you money? Most of the toilets in Japan have a sink right at the top where you can wash your hand, and the water with which you have washed your hand gets right into the flushing system and can be utilized for flushing the toilet, and hence you can save the water. Pretty good thinking, Japan. Keep rocking the world. Number 9. Sleeping while you're in office. Sleeping while you're in office may get people to think that you're lazy, but not in Japan. It might actually get you rewarded. The ever hardworking Japanese have a habit of dozing off while they're at office, which is not a sign for laziness, but it actually symbolizes how hard that person works for the company, and even the employers encourage their employees to do so. Did you know that some people in Japan might pretend that they're sleeping even if they're not tired, so that the employers might think that they're hardworking? That's a good trick. Number 10. Train mannerisms. Since trains are the most used means of transport in Japan, it is really not surprising to say that there are certain rules or etiquettes that must be followed by people who are using a train in Japan. For example, if you're carrying a backpack, then carry it by strapping it in front of you rather than the back of you. Because if you carry a bag in your back, then when the person who's standing right behind you might feel uncomfortable. Do not use cell phone while in train, and never speak in a loud voice because it might get the other people to get irritated. While you're waiting for your train, you have to stand in a line and not push the person in front of you. Do not smoke or do not eat while you're in a train. And the list goes on. Did you know that the trains in Japan have a smoking room? So if you want to take a puff while you're in a train in Japan, be sure to use the smoking room and not smoke in the middle of a train. And that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.